Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. On behalf of Markaz Sahaba, the voice of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, we present to you lesson number 1605 of our daily Naseehah and advice. Today, with the grace and mercy of Almighty Allah Jalla wala, we focus on the 10th of Ramadan. Approximately 3 years before the migration of Mustafa Habibuna sallallahu alaihi wasallam from Makkah Mukarramah to Medina Munawwara, corresponding to the 21st of April 620, Sayyidah Khadija radiallahu anha passes away. She had 6 children and 4 daughters and 2 sons, and the eldest son was Qasim. Qasim and Abdullah both passed away in their infancy, and she, Sayyidah Khadija radiallahu anha, is buried in the same grave with her son. There in Mu'alla. Makkah is at a slope, so the upper region Mu'alla, and where the hotels are next to the Haram Sharif, that is called Misfala, the graveyard at Makkah Mukarramah. Who is our mother? Sayyidah Khadija radiallahu anha. In Bukhari Sharif it is mentioned, Mustafa Habibuna sallallahu alayhi wasallam addressing Siddiqa Sayyidah Aisha radiallahu anha. She believed in me when people rejected me. She gave me her monetary support and material support when no one wanted to give me anything. She is the mother of my children. Innaha kanat wa kanat. She is exemplary, she is unique. That is our mother, al-Mu'mineen, Sayyidah Khadija radiallahu anha. Allah Jalla wala granted the highest stages of Jannatul Firdaus al-A'la. What is the sunnah for today? The sunnah, people are in lockdown, people are in debt. So when people are in debt and so forth, so what happens Islamically? First and foremost, as true Muslims, we should try and lead a life that's a sin-free life and a debt-free life. Mustafa Habibuna sallallahu alayhi wasallam's hadith mentioned in Sunan Nasai, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-kufri wad-dain. Oh Allah Jalla wala, beloved Allah, I seek a protection from kufr and blasphemy and debts. The Sahaba, the beloved students radiallahu anhum who were present, they said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, so weighted dayna bil kufr. It's like you almost equated debts and loans with kufr and blasphemy. Qala na'am. The Master alayhi salatu salam said yes. So that is the difference. Capitalism promotes people going in debts. Islam allows it but frowns upon it and discourages it as far as possible. So much so, if a person passes away, he made the supreme sacrifice, and that is, he gave his life in the battlefield. يُغْفَرُ لِلشَّهِيدِ كُلُّ ذَنْبٍ إِلَّا الدَّيْنِ. That all the sins of the martyr will be forgiven except debts. The hadith in Mishkat Sharif, Musnad Ahmad. But sometimes people have no option, so you take a loan. Remember, interest-free loans are haram. So to take interest is haram. If it's interest-free, then it is permissible. With interest, remember, it's haram and not permissible, obviously. Nevertheless, so when a person takes a loan and now he has to repay that person there, so if you gave some extra, but it was not a condition. Remember, the person who took the loan repaid that person there, and he gave him something extra because that person helped you out. So remember, that is permissible, but it must not be made a condition. If it's condition, then it constitutes riba, interest, which is haram. Next one, we should also remember that when a person gave you a loan and now you are repaying him, you should thank him because he did you a favor. Jazakallahu khairan, barakallahu lak fi ahlika wa malik. That Allah grant you barakah in your family, in your wealth and so forth. All these ahadith one will find in Mishkat Sharif and Musnad Ahmad. Similarly, remember a person that sometimes he promised and the agreement was he'll pay at the end of this month, for example, at the end of May. But circumstances came, he could not pay. So you, the person who forwarded the loan, give him extension of time. وَإِنْ كَانَ ذُو أُسْرَةٍ فَنَظِرَةٌ إِلَى مَيْسَرَةٍ. So give him some extra time, the Quran Sharif states. And hadith, Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, authentic hadith, Mishkat Sharif, Targhib wa Tarhib, various compilations. Man andhara mu'sira. You give that person, the debtor, extra time to pay and no interest in anything. For the love of Almighty Allah, adhallahu Allahu fi dhillihi yawma la dhilla illa dhillu. You will be under the shade of Almighty Allah's throne, the day when there is no other shade. Or you can translate it like some ulama say, under the shade of Allah Jalla wa Ala, directly meaning that the shade of Almighty Allah or the mercy of Almighty Allah on that day when there will be no other shade. So that is all to show the encouragement. And remember that the third one is the dua. When we bury our Muslim brother or Muslim sister, the hadith mentioned in Musnad Ahmad and authentic hadith, you, the brothers who are there in the grave, you're lowering the body now. So remember at that time read Bismillah wa ala millati Rasulillah, that in the name of Allah Jalla wa Ala and on the religion of Mustafa Habibuna sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So may Almighty Allah make our khatimah ending on Iman. Ameen. Ya Rabbal Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.